Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a video all about online school. I've been getting requested a ton to this video ever since I mentioned that I started online school, and I always get questions about it, so I decided to do a video like solely on online school. I decided to get all the questions from you guys from Instagram, so you guys just left a ton of different questions all about online school, so I'm just going to be answering those, and at the end just kind of give my experience and just answer some questions that you guys didn't ask but I know are like commonly frequently asked questions that I just feel like you guys would need to know. Hopefully at the end of this video you'll have a really good grasp and understanding of the whole online school concept, and if you want to do it, hopefully you're like convinced and you just know a lot about it. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Wait, hold on, I have to mention one thing. You guys usually ask what lip product I'm wearing, so I decided to show it at the beginning of this video, and this is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Antwerp. So yeah, let's get right into it. The first question is, what program do you take? So pretty much it is just a online website, and the one that I do is Connections, Michigan, the Connections Academy. There's one for like every state. I think you have one for your state, so like Ohio Connections Academy, Texas, Michigan, California, like stuff like that. So I take Connections Academy, and yeah, there's other ones like K-12, but I do Connections. Next question is, how long does it take you to do your schoolwork? And I have a live lesson at 9 o'clock in the morning, so I get up at like 8:55. Get my laptop, and I do my math live lesson in bed, which is, and I'll tell you what live lesson is like further on in this video, but pretty much I get done at around 1, so it takes me about 4 to 5 hours. I've been putting in a lot more work this semester than last semester because work is harder now and I'm getting like the same grades, but I feel like the more work you put in, like the better grades you're going to get. But it takes me about 4 to 5 hours, but it's definitely a lot less work than you would do at like a brick and mortar public school, because you have 7 hours to 8 hours like at the school, and then you have like 3 to 4 hours of homework, so it's like your whole day pretty much. But yeah, online schooling, it takes about 4 to 5 hours. Someone said, I heard that you can video chat with some teachers and other kids. How does that work? P.S. Can you say Gabby is fab? So Gabby is so fab. But yes, there's these things called live lesson that I just said that I would talk about, and it's pretty much like an online chat room, and you have like, well, for math I have one every single day at 9 o'clock in the morning, but then for Spanish I have one on Fridays, English I have one on Thursdays, so you just have one every week except for math. I have it every day, and it's pretty much you just get in a room, like a chat room, and all your classmates are in there, and then your teacher is talking, and they have like, they're on, you know, like Paint. It's not like actual Paint, but like if you know the computer software Paint, they like do the math, they have like slideshows for like chemistry and stuff like that. They can also use their webcam to show like their writing, like if they're doing like a chemistry problem or something like that. So yeah, it's definitely really interactive, and it's super duper helpful because me personally, I can't just teach myself things, but also if you have a question, you can just like call your teacher and say, can we talk on the phone, or can we just go into a live lesson room and you can just help me with the problem, so it's more like visual and not just audio. So I really like that, and yeah, I guess I'll insert like a little video, hopefully I can get a little video in of like what a live lesson room looks like, so here it is.
Word for it, experimental probability, when we did simulations or...
Somebody asked, do you get homework, and if so, how much? So you're like at home the whole time, so it's not really homework, you just have work that you have to do for every class every day. When I do school, I just feel like I'm doing homework, just like doing work. For math, she's like, okay, for your homework for today is, and then she'll tell me, but it's not like homework, you just have work, and like I said before, that's like takes 4 to 5 hours, so everything is pretty much homework. There's not like, I don't know how to explain it. A lot of people are asking, do you feel like you aren't getting the real high school experience? And I went to high school last year, so I already had the high school experience, and like, I don't think it was all that great. I don't think it was what everyone said it was. Like, I don't really care that I'm not having that whole high school experience now. And like, when I think about it, I just think of like partying, drugs, like. So yeah, that's what I think of for high school experience, and I don't really mind missing out on all that junk. So yeah. I still socialize with people and have like great relationship with friends and stuff, so I don't really feel like I'm missing out on much, and I already went to high school last year and was in public school my entire life until this year. Somebody asked, do you still have to do finals? And you definitely do. The whole curriculum is just like how a regular public school is. You have finals after every semester for every class, and they're like big tests that are worth a lot of your grades, so you definitely still do have them, and the curriculum is, like I said, just like a regular school. Do you choose your classes, or do they pick them for you? And you can choose your classes, and I love my school, at least. I'm sure most online schools have tons of options. Like next year for science, I'm going to want to take marine biology, I think, and I never even heard about that at like my high school last year, so they have tons of different options like photography, and yeah, you definitely can choose your classes, but you kind of like, for math you have to go in order. You can't take like calculus then algebra 1, like you have to go in order, I guess, but you can definitely choose, like especially your electives and just like different science classes and stuff like that. A lot of people are asking if you still have to do state testing and where you go to do it, and you definitely do, because that's just a part of schooling. Like online school is considered a public school, and it's like actually like signed up with the state. I don't know how to say it. So yeah, you definitely still have to take like the ACT, but you go to like a hotel to do it. At least that's where I went. So like everybody from like your district, I guess, meets up at like a hotel, and you just sit there and take the test just like anyone else would in a classroom. Is it more complicated than regular school? And it definitely is not easy. Like I'm sure, I thought when I went into it that it was going to be a lot more simple and just kind of straightforward to the point, like you just need to learn the basics and you're good. But I feel online school goes a lot more in depth than regular school, because yeah, since I started online school I feel like I've learned a lot more than I ever have, and it's just a lot more advanced. So I think I'm learning a lot, and it's not really like basic and simple, and you do have to put a lot of time and studying into it, or else you won't do that well. What you do in your free time, and I make YouTube videos. That is one amazing thing about online school. It's like so time free. What's the word? What's the word? I cannot think of a word to say like it gives you a lot of time. Since doing online school, I've just had so much more time to do the stuff that I want and not just go to school, go back, do homework, go to bed. Like literally that was my life. School, homework, sleep, repeat. Like, so now I can make YouTube videos, do what I want. Like, I don't know, it's really great. Somebody asked, and this is a really cool question, what do you do for science when you have a lab? And they send you in a box right before the school year starts like tons of different things that you need, and you have like your lesson, and it will tell you, okay, for this project you're going to need peroxide, potatoes, like a penny. And so they're just like basic household activities, and you can just, it gives you instructions on how to do the lab. But for more complicated things with like really strong acids and stuff, I go into the live lesson room and my chemistry teacher turns the webcam and shows me what he's doing. So it's like an interactive lab. And then I also have a virtual lab, which is just like a virtual chemistry. It's like fake, but it's like gets to the point and it's like a real thing, just animated. So yeah, that definitely gives you like a good understanding, and it gives you like the lab experience just in an online version. Will it affect what college you get into? And me and my parents made sure to look this up before we even got me involved in online school, because I don't want to like waste my time on this and then realize it doesn't count for college, but it definitely does. Like this is a public school and your GPA counts. Like we looked online, and the connections, people have gotten to Harvard, like University of Michigan, that's where I want to go. So people get into like Ivy schools and really good like high GPA needed schools with online school, so you can definitely get into college, and getting into college is definitely not a problem for someone that's doing online school. Somebody asked, do you have certain classes at certain times like a regular school? And no, you don't. You can do class when you want. I usually do it in the morning, but if I had like a dentist appointment or I wanted to do something in the morning, like watch a movie, like I just saw Divergent like 2 weeks ago when I went like at the early show, and then I just did my work at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I did it till like 9. So you can totally just do classes whenever you want, and that's why I like it, because it's flexible. That is the word I've been looking for the whole video, and I couldn't figure out what like it was. It's flexible. Online school is flexible. Does it make you more lazy? And I don't think it does. I feel like I get a lot of work done. You definitely do need to be independent and wanting to get a good grade. Like you kind of have to be motivated, or else I think you will get kind of lazy, because you don't have a teacher like face to face that you see every day that's kind of like pressuring you to turn in your homework. So you can't get behind, and like I'm sure I get behind sometimes. I think everybody gets behind. But to just be able to like one day just pick it up and like just get all your overdue lessons done, you definitely need to. I think you develop a lot of self like motivation and like just having to do well for yourself without anyone pressuring you. So I definitely don't think it makes you lazy. I wanted to answer some questions about testing and what your lessons look like. So every day you have your lesson, and it's just like, I don't know, like acids and bases in chemistry, or like learning about Henry Thoreau in English, and you just go through the lesson. At the end of every day you have a quick check, or it's like a little review, and it's like 4 to 6 questions every day, and so you pretty much have a little mini test every day, but the quick checks are only like 5% of your overall grade. So they don't count that much, but it's just to see like if you have an understanding of like what to study. But then like every 3 to 4 lessons you have a quiz, which is like kind of important, like it's pretty important. It really affects your grade. But you have a quiz and you just take those online. So, like a lot of them are multiple choice, but then there's also like little short answers that you type in. And then at the end of every unit there is a test. And for math, people have questions about like how you do your work, like show your work. And there's this little thing called a work pad. And what you do is you like do your answer on paper, and then it's really, really complicated, but you like put in your answer, you put in like your steps, add a new step, put in your steps. So it's like a little virtual like work. So that's pretty much how to do the math. It's really confusing. I might put in a little demo of it and what the little quick checks and my lessons look like. But yeah, there definitely are tests, and I'll just show you what my lessons look like and the overall website, I guess.
We don't have to worry about nothing, 'cause we got the fire, we're burning one hell of a something. They're gonna see us from outer space, light it up, like we're the stars of the human race,
I just want to answer the question, which is online schooling for everyone, and what type of people would online schooling be work for, and would the people be successful in? And I don't think it is for everyone, but there's kind of qualities that you need to have. It's like hardworking, independent, self-motivated, and yeah, I mean, even if you do need help sometimes, like everyone does, like some material you just can't grasp that easily, but you can get help from the teachers, and they're very interactive and want you to be successful. So yeah, those are just kind of the qualities that you need to have to be very, very successful. I mean, I think anyone can do it, but if you want to be like 4.0, like yeah, honor student, like I guess those are some of the really nice qualities that you need. And even if you don't have them, I feel like you really start to develop them when you do online school. But then, to answer the other question, I think if you are doing a sport or YouTube that you're really involved in, or if you're pursuing acting or modeling or something like that, that you just don't have the time to be in school all day, I think online schooling is really, really nice. Someone that is sick a lot and they just miss a lot of school, online schooling is great. What's the other thing? Someone that is just tired of being in school for so long and just taking up all their time, like me, that online schooling would be a great option. So I just think it's good for anyone, really. Another person that could fall into this online schooling category is someone that was like homeschooled and they just want a alternative and just to try something different. And yeah, I think online school is a great option for you. So those are the kind of qualities that you need for online schooling and the kind of people that it could really work for, so yeah. And then the overall question is, do you prefer it for regular school? And I do. I went to regular school all my life, and I liked it. Like, I don't think it was bad at all, but I wanted to try something new, especially where I am now in my life with YouTube and everything, and just, my family wanted an alternative to the regular school because just personal reasons, like my area didn't have the best public schools, and we were like homeschooling, but like that's just too hard on the parent because it costs a lot of money too, and online school is totally free, and you get the right education, you have teachers, you can go to field trips, like there's seriously field trips that you can go on. Like I'm going to the Holocaust Museum soon, and then there's a zoo, like Michigan Adventures, like Cedar Point, like all these like cool stuff, and you definitely do get like the experience and you learn a lot. I don't know, I just really like it. I really, really like it. And it's super flexible. So I feel like I've answered every question about online school, but overall my experience is great. I really like it. I just like the whole concept of it. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I might make another like part 2 on it for just more questions, and as the years go on, more experience that I get. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.